Welcome back to the Nerd Flame channel, where we turn rumors into rockets of pure, unadulterated movie hype. Mr. Flame here, and today we are diving deep into the animation multiverse, pulling back the curtain on the most anticipated, talked about, and downright mind-bending animated sequels, reboots, and remakes coming from the trifecta of animation royalty: Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks. The rumor mill has been working overtime, from clandestine production leaks at the Walt Disney Animation Studios campus to whispers from the hidden corners of Pixar and the mischievous halls of DreamWorks. And the fan frenzy is reaching critical mass. Get ready to have your childhood expectations shattered and rebuilt, because the future of animation is looking impossibly epic, and we have the scoop on the posters that are already burning up the internet. We have to start with the true behemoth that has dominated online chatter since the second the first rumor dropped: Frozen 4. The pure scope of this film is staggering, as reports suggest Disney is pushing the boundaries of what a modern musical animated feature can achieve, specifically focusing on expanding the world far beyond Arendelle and the enchanted forest we've come to know. Rumors are swirling that this new installment will finally fully embrace the mythological Norse inspirations that were only hinted at in the first two films, taking Elsa and Anna on an odyssey across the 9 realms of Yggdrasil, potentially introducing new spirits and gods of nature with unimaginable powers and complexity. The fan theories are already prolific, predicting anything from an epic showdown with a frost giant to a deep dive into the true origins of Elsa's powers, which some believe are tied to a cosmic entity rather than a simple elemental gift. The pressure on the creative team is monumental, as they are tasked with not only delivering a satisfying conclusion to the current trilogy arc, but also setting up the next decade of Disney Animation's cultural dominance, a feat that requires both reverence for the past and a fearless push into uncharted creative territory. Every piece of supposed concept art that hits the web, every tiny voice actor interview snippet, is dissected minute by minute by a hungry fandom that demands perfection from their beloved Snow Queen and her sister. Moving across the animation spectrum, the sheer thought of a Shrek 5 is enough to make the internet simultaneously cheer and weep with nostalgic joy, and the current speculation suggests DreamWorks is planning a true return to form for the grumpy green ogre and his sidekick Donkey. The core rumor that has everyone buzzing is the potential for a soft reboot that respects the original films while introducing a new generation of fairy tale creatures, and a villain that challenges the entire premise of Happily Ever After. We're hearing that the plot revolves around an adult Fiona and Shrek having to deal with the political fallout of their revolutionary marriage, as conservative fairy tale kingdoms attempt to establish a new, proper monarchical order, which would naturally put the royal ogres at the center of a chaotic political war. The expectation is that the film will retain its signature blend of irreverent humor and surprisingly poignant emotional beats, but fans are begging for a more focused and smaller-scale adventure, moving away from the world-ending stakes of some previous installments and returning to the simple, hilarious chemistry of the core trio. There is also persistent talk of a completely separate spin-off centered entirely on Donkey and his dragon hybrid children, a project that could either be a comedic masterpiece or a completely unnecessary cash grab. But either way, the possibility of Eddie Murphy's iconic voice returning for a full feature is already driving the hype machine into overdrive, proving that the world is ready to return to far, far away. Finally, let us talk about the ultimate Pixar sequel that fans have been both dreaming of and terrified of for years: Inside Out 3. The original film was a masterclass in emotional storytelling, and the sequel has set the stage for an even more complex exploration of the human mind. But the third installment is rumored to push Riley's emotional landscape into the most turbulent period of human existence: early adulthood. The biggest rumor is the introduction of completely new, more nuanced, and volatile emotions like apathy, nostalgia, and existential dread, who will literally clash with the original core emotions of joy, sadness, and anger, creating a full-blown civil war inside the control room. The Expectation is a much darker and philosophically deeper film that will not shy away from the confusing and often contradictory feelings that come with independence, career pressure, and complex romantic relationships. A move that would truly cement Pixar's legacy as a studio unafraid to tackle difficult subjects. Fans are holding their breath, hoping the creative team can maintain the heart and relatability of the first two films while navigating this more challenging territory, particularly the introduction of new character designs for these complex feelings, which must be immediately recognizable and lovable. The buzz suggests that this film will be the studio's most ambitious project to date, requiring groundbreaking animation techniques to fully visualize the abstract nature of a fully developed adult consciousness, and its success will either define the next generation of Pixar storytelling or be seen as the moment they finally pushed the concept too far. The sheer volume of potential animated classics on the horizon is enough to make any movie lover dizzy with anticipation, and these are just the tip of the iceberg, Mr. Flame. Whether it is the live-action remake of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is also generating some insane buzz, the rumored Monsters Incorporated for that would see Boo as a fully grown adult, or the almost guaranteed next installment of the How to Train Your Dragon saga following the success of the most recent ventures, the coming years are going to be an absolute renaissance for animated sequels and reboots. The excitement is palpable, the fan art is exceptional, and the speculation is boundless, all confirming that the classics hold a special place in our hearts, and we are ready to open our wallets for the next chapter in our favorite stories. Get ready, folks, because the animation battle of the decade is about to begin, and only the best, most hyped films will survive. Now, I want to hear from you, the Nord Flame community. Which of these potential sequels or reboots has you the most excited? Drop a comment below, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Nerd Flame for all the deepest cuts and the hottest takes on cinema and pop culture.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.